Well, with Dustin Edwards, night number 2 in the books, and pretty amazing for a few cowboys and cowgirls.
Yeah, tonight was exactly what we expected it to be. You know, we talked about this last night. We knew as everybody kind of got rid of the nerves and knocked the rust and the dust off that it was going to be an exciting night, and the performance ran off in like 2 hours and 40 minutes, and when the dust settled, I think everybody here was really pleased with what they saw.
Well, we'll start in the bareback riding where it's a second-generation cowboy in Chet Dietz. He comes out and makes a pretty amazing ride.
Yeah, that horse was tough. He's not a very big kid. That would have bucked a lot of guys off, but, you know, he hung on there. And just a really good pen of bucking horses tonight from the crew. And Chet's one of those guys. He had a good year. He was the runner-up to the season leader buckle. And, yeah, that kind of made his first CCFR a lot better getting that go-around win tonight.
It did, and we jumped to a veteran of the game, and the lady wearing the number 1 back number in Carleen Welts in the pole bending. You'd expect it, wouldn't you?
Well, we brag on these horses, right? And that horse is a horse that you know is going to go out there and do its thing. And she ran just a great run. And for her to come out and finally get that go-around win was expected. And I expect her to do the same tomorrow now that she's kind of got that confidence with that round win.
Macklin Anderson in the tie-down roping, kind of a tough go-around in the tie-down roping today, but he comes out on top, and a guy that's, you know, in a good position going into night number 3.
Well, he certainly is, because, you know, that average is going to play a big part. Some guys that caught last night missed tonight. So, you know, Championship Saturday is going to be exciting. Nobody's going to know who the winner is till the dust settles, and Macklin Anderson's go-around win tonight sets him up in a big way. He's a 2-event guy. He's got a busy weekend, but put together just a real good run tonight, and he earned that $500 tonight.
Well, breakaway roping, we left it to the last 3 girls in the lineup, and we had a 4, a 4-1, and a 4-2. Brittany Smith comes out on top.
Well, that was exciting, you know, and when you get down to those final 3 and you've got a 12-second run leading, you think, geez, are these the ones that are going to do it? And naturally they do. They're the top 3 for a reason. Brittany Smith's been to this final so many times, and she's just a veteran. So for her to go out there and rope 1 and 4, that's just nothing for her. And it made it exciting for us to finish with that close of a finish for sure.
It did. We moved to the barrel racing where it's Brittany Guest. She comes out and blazes the rest of the field by, you know, a third of a second. I don't know what's changed, but she seems to have the momentum.
Well, she does have momentum, and again, another cowgirl that rides a great horse at her first CCFR, and that Guest Rodeo name, you know, they know about winning. Her dad and mom both have all done it, brothers. You know they know how to win. And the ground was a little bit slower tonight. Everybody was running a bit slower, but, you know, she was the one that prevailed with just a good run, and she was all smiles on that victory lap.
Well, and she was. Moved to the steer wrestling, and Taylor Weinberger, I got to catch up with him. There's a guy that excited, having fun, and, you know, there's someone that earned it.
Well, he's a colorful guy. He's one of my favorite guys in the bulldogging. And I actually announced, it was funny looking back at my notes, last year he got his first go-around win in round number 2 at his first CCFR. So I said it'd be cool if he could win round number 2 a year later, and sure enough he does. He's a big, strong guy. He bulldogs well. He earned that win tonight, and, you know, he's a local guy, so it'll be exciting for him to be in contention tomorrow.
Well, goat tying our cowgirl of the year in Haley Ton, and I don't know, can anyone even catch her?
I don't think they're going to catch her. She's on a mission. It's her farewell tour. It's her final college finals appearance. She was the runner-up to the title 2 years ago, and to be expected that she came out here to win. She had a second and a half to play with on that last run, and she still goes out there and ties one in 7-5. So, you know, I think they're going to be in her dust come tomorrow night. I think she's going to finally get that title that she's been after for quite a while.
Well, and someone who's really glad, I mean, the Manitoba girl who her family comes to every rodeo and supports her. Pretty amazing support system.
Well, you know, as athletes and rodeo cowboys and cowgirls, sometimes you're only as good as the people behind you. And, you know, all these competitors have great families behind them. Parents, siblings, rodeo coaches, fellow students. Pretty good support system, so it's pretty cool to see all the way out from the Keystone Province for them to put that kind of work in. But obviously they're going to be excited to watch their daughter wrap it up tomorrow.
We move to the team roping where it's Tanner Kellie and Asa Johnson, the last team out. They come out and make the fastest run of the weekend so far.
Well, and they knew what they had to do. You know, they were the season leaders. They picked those buckles up this morning at our awards banquet, and would expect nothing less from those guys. You know, Tanner is such a good hitter, and Asa just makes a great heel shot. Everything about that run was just picture perfect, and a well-deserved go-around win. 2
nights in a row, it's J.B. Moen in the bull riding, the only guy to ride a bull so far at this year's CCFR. What is it with him?
You know, he just rides so well, and he's got so much try. You know, tries everything. And I also think that when your name's JB, I think that means you're just naturally going to be a good bull rider. Isn't that right?
You know, it works.
Right, there's a steer rider in the pro ranks named J.W. Hart. So you're just naturally, at some point, you get a name that just sets you up to excel, right? So when your name is J.B., but that aside, he just rides very well, and he's having fun. You know, he was out swimming around in the pool today before the performance and doing cannonballs, and he comes out here and knocks one down to be 79. So these guys are having fun. He's got momentum. He's just one bull away from making this just a victory parade tomorrow night.
Well, and there's one guy we omitted last night, and I don't want to leave him out because you know that Dwayne will just rag on you and I, and I'm talking about Cole Ashbacker in the saddle bronc riding. 2 nights in a row, he comes out and wins it, and you've said it, I've talked to him about it. He's riding with what used to be his free arm.
Yeah, you know, and I've seen that done a few times, not often. You know, you can go back to some of the greats that have been able to switch and do that, and you know, doesn't even look out of place. He rides so well. Everything about his riding style is pretty good, but when you switch and go to your left hand, the last guy seen do that, Leighton Green did that, I think, in the novice, the CFR, and yeah, he's going to have a real good chance to defend that title tomorrow night. Cole's a cool kid. He's one of the fun guys in our industry. Last night he wins a round, drives all the way back to school, writes an exam today, drives all the way home on 2 hours sleep, rides with the other hand, wins a round.
Yeah, he just seems to have it going. Overall, a great night. I can't wait for tomorrow. We get to hand out the hardware, hand out everything. Any one prediction you want to make?
Well, I mean, there's a few easy ones to make. I mean, I'm gonna say that Cole's gonna win that bronc riding title, JB the bull riding, Haley the goat tying. But from there, I'm not about to put my chips down anywhere because, and for anybody coming to watch, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be coming down to the numbers, the computer. I'm not willing to bet any money on who's going to win those other events because it is that close. So it's going to be an exciting finish on Championship Saturday.
Well, thanks for doing this again, Dustin. Night number 2 in the books here at the Agron Western Event Center right on Stampede Park. Make sure you join us tomorrow night. It all starts Saturday, 7 o'clock sharp. It's not April Fool's. Yeah, we're going to do it right here. Make sure you join us then.